Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily reading. As always, please do keep in mind that this is still a general read, so it might not necessarily resonate entirely just for you, or it might not resonate for you straight away, okay? You only take the messages that are meant for you, and you leave what isn't yours for someone else. Right, so what is going on for our collective, please? What is going on? Okay, that feels good. Right. Ooh, okay. Bankrupt in their head, overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing, and running. Okay. And then you've got shine. Your light irritates their demons at the bottom of the deck. Now, this could be like a modelly bankrupt individual who is running from their responsibilities, or this could be someone who is literally bankrupt. Okay, they might have had to file for bankruptcy several times. Okay, because this is an individual who will not face up to their own responsibilities. Okay, this is clearly the energy of someone who they're like, yeah, it's everyone else's fault, it's everyone else's problem. You know, they've got no kind of introspection at all, no accountability. This is definitely giving me the sense of someone who is a fraudster. So for example, like a dodgy builder type person, you know, who takes other people's money, runs, and then doesn't actually do the job. They don't do the work that they were paid for. Or if they do the work that they were paid for, then it's really shoddy work, you know, like a con artist, basically. It could be someone like that, or it could just be someone who is modelly bankrupt. You know, you irritate this person. I'm also hearing that this individual, they smoke a lot of the stuff. I'm not allowed to say it because YouTube's AI, okay? So they are a heavy smoker of certain substances, and that does not do them any favors whatsoever when it comes down to their paranoia, okay? In their heads, that's someone who's paranoid, and of course their paranoia is further exacerbated by their chosen vice, should we say, okay? I'm going to need more information on this, so I think now is a good time for us to pull more cards. So can you tell us more about this energy, please, for our collective, with bankrupt in their head, running, and shine, please? What's going on with bankrupt first for our collective? Thank you. Natural disaster. Okay. Okay, risk, frustration, survive. Natural disaster. I'm feeling that energy as this has been a long time coming for whoever this person is. It's basically forces outside of human control. Okay, that's the natural disaster card. It's forces outside of human control. So this has been a long time coming. I feel that this person is also a disaster. Okay, you got sweetheart. Is this somebody that you tried to have a relationship with, but it turned sour because of their irresponsible spending, or because of them being morally corrupt? Either way, that there's a connection that you used to have with this individual, but you no longer have that connection or relationship with this person. Okay, can you tell us about in their head, fate, off balance, and nightmare, also off balance? Oh, okay. They're playing the victim card then. Okay, so whoever this person is, collective, they are playing the victim card, as we've already said. Like, it's always someone else's fault, always someone else's problem. This is someone who's like, oh yeah, the cards are always stacked up against me, yada yada yada. And that's not necessarily true. The cards are not stacked up against this person. In fact, from the way I'm reading this energy, this person had more than enough chances, and they chose to be frivolous with every single chance and opportunity that they ever had. In fact, they're telling me that they had more chances and opportunities than normal people get. Okay, so that makes it even more gut-wrenching, I guess, trying to deal with this person, because they've had ample opportunities, more than what normal people get, and they still F it up every single time. They don't want to face the consequences here of what they themselves have done. And I feel that because this is in their head, it's almost like this energy is telling me that they're trying to think of ways of how to make someone else's life a misery, because they themselves are miserable. Was this running, please? Did somebody run from their responsibilities to do with the child as well? And now they're refusing to pay like child support, or they filed bankruptcy here deliberately to avoid paying child support. Again, that can be a woman as well. Women can do that. And, you know, it's not just all about the man. Okay, women are more than capable of doing that kind of thing too. Was this running, please? Thank you. Ooh, confinement. Confinement, blind, aid, sweet dream, and stop. Huh. Confinement and blind. It's like somebody's tried to tell this person, look, you can't run from your problems, you're going to have to face this. But obviously they think that they know better. Okay, they think that they can just ignore everything that they have put into motion. Like, literally, this person's chickens are all coming home to roost, and they think that they can ignore what that actually entails for them. It's like that they're refusing any kind of help here. So that would be a very arrogant person. Very, very lazy as well. I'm getting the vibe of a lazy individual. This is definitely someone who prefers to just ignore the part that they played in anything. I feel that Spirit's telling them, look, stop. Stop before this gets any worse. You're actually making this worse for yourself. Okay, what's this shine? What's this shine? Live and learn. Huh. So you've moved on. Yeah. Live and learn. And that did come out off balance. So it's like, I don't see you holding any grudges against this person, because I'm not speaking to someone who is a bitter individual, okay? I'm definitely not getting that vibe off our collective, because it's like, yeah, live and learn. You know, they've cocked up so many times. I just got to make sure that I'm nowhere near them when they cock up again, you know. They are really quite different, though. They're really quite different from you in the way that, as I said, someone else is always to blame for their own actions, which is crazy. They don't want you to be free. With live and learn coming out off balance to clarify how your light irritates their demons. They don't want you taking the higher ground. They don't want you seeing them from this new and higher perspective. They really don't. And with live and learn coming out off balance, it's like this person clearly has zero control over you. And they don't really like that. Okay? Yeah, libation. That's like an offering. It's a gift. Usually you give offerings and gifts to deities, which normally that libation is about deities. But I'm feeling that you gave yourself the best gift possible by breaking free from whoever this person is. I am feeling a bit of retaliation though. It's because of this. It feels like they're building up for some kind of retaliation, especially as they feel like a victim. They're definitely playing themselves off to be some kind of victim. I mean, there's someone here as well who has been lying about having PTSD or CTPSD. With nightmare and fate coming out off balance. That's literally someone lying about having some kind of traumatic event that happened to them. It didn't actually happen to them at all. They created that in their head to get other people, maybe to get you to feel sorry for them. Okay, so someone's a flat out liar. Definitely. That they invent these scenarios in their mind, and then that's what they repeat to other people. They take other people's trauma. They've probably taken your trauma and passed it off as if it were their own. So if this individual does know that you've been through hard times here, because how else would you get to that shine energy without having gone through the pits of hell, right? You've gone through some shit here. They've heard about it. And then they're basically selling off your stories, your past, your history, as if it happened to them. And that's really weird. That's really, really weird. Like, who the hell does that? I'm seeing as well that this person is being caught. They're being caught out for being that liar. Because again, you've got gifts coming in. You've got gifts coming in. Definitely. And I very much suspect that the gift that you have is the truth coming out. Indulgence at the bottom of that deck. That's like akin to the Three of Cups right there. Indulgence. Okay. People are speaking. People are speaking. And people are figuring out. And this is the thing, it's like, don't just assume that everybody that this person associates themselves with is going to fall for their BS hook, line and sinker, okay? Never assume that about other people, because do you know what? Sometimes people can really genuinely surprise you by using their own discernment, by using their own brain. People can genuinely, like, really impress you in that way. And I feel strongly that that's what's going on here. Some individuals that this person right here would have considered as being their friend, they're actually not their friends. Because there's a group of people here who are all speaking to each other, who know you, and they know your past, they know your history, and they know this person, and they know their past, and they know their history. And I'm getting that they're putting two and two together, and they're coming out with the correct equation. That whoever this person is, they're weird. Like, they're really, really weird. They're heavily dependent on some kind of handouts from others as well. Okay, that they're not able to create their own life. They're unable to hold down a steady job here as well, which I know is unfair to say, especially in today's economy, okay? Because most of us are struggling to hold down a steady job. Because, I mean, we all know what the elites are like at the moment. They're just chucking people away like they're rubbish, you know? It is hard to hold down a steady job, so I mean, hopefully you can understand what it is that the message is saying, though. It's not about that. It's like, look, they've always been that way. Always. Even when the economy was good, they could never hold down a steady job. It's like they only ever kept a job for long enough to impress whoever it was that they were trying to impress. And then they'd get themselves fired, or they would leave that job and then go live off the next person, or go live off the person that they were trying to impress. Okay, very parasitic energies. And parasitic people tend to come out of these reads quite frequently, I find. They do. I don't know why. I have no idea. Yeah, loneliness underneath their indulgence. So they're being ostracized from whatever group it was that they were involved with. Okay, they could be getting ostracized from their community if they were involved with any community. I'm getting the message that this is someone who, whenever they do take part in community activities, they straight away try to control everything. It's like they don't like other people having ideas and plans and stuff, because of course their way is the only way to do anything. And obviously people don't like that. So yeah, they're definitely getting kicked out of some kind of community here as well. That they're causing themselves nothing but a nightmare, which, to be fair, going by what I've seen they do to other people, they kind of deserve that, because that's all that they've been doing to others. You know, you get out of this life whatever you put in with interest. You do. So with that being said, I'm just going to go take a quick 5-minute break, because one of our neighbours has decided that he's going to go warm up his motorbike, which he is entitled to do, but it's a little bit loud. So I'm going to come back to this when he's finished. Okay, and we're back. I think we're safe, but obviously if it happens again, then I'll just go away for another quick break, because I don't like external noises interrupting the reads. Right, so can we clarify this one, please? For our collective, what's going on? For our collective. Thank you. Oh, okay. Widower. Off balance. Widower. Huh. Do you know, see with that coming out off balance, I feel that that's someone's lied. Oh, a little hiccup. Someone's lied here about their marital status. So it's like they've been living as if they were single and they weren't actually single. Okay? Again, just because of the orientation of that. And then they've created a disaster because they could be having children with someone outside of the relationship that they were in, do you know what I mean? So yeah, this is definitely a morally bankrupt individual that we're dealing with here. Definitely. Because that's not normal. And it's definitely not normal behaviour. Can we clarify this one here, please, for our collective? Oh, I think they're in reverse. Yeah, they are. Love in reverse. Wife in reverse and Lord in reverse. They've absolutely... This person has lied about their marital status. Like, there's no question of it. And now they're stressed, they're overthinking, they're in their head, and they're like, oh, why does the world have to be so cruel towards me? Why is the universe so calculated against me? Why am I always so unlucky? Well, it's like, because they create their own misfortune through their own actions. It's like, somebody wasn't thinking of their partner here. Like, literally, they weren't thinking of their wife, for some. They just weren't thinking of their partner when they were off doing whatever with someone else. And then Lord in reverse, that's very, very malicious, vindictive energy in the reverse position. It's very controlling. And also you see how he's got like one hand behind his back. Well, this card came out in reverse. So that's like manipulating others. When you've got a hand behind your back. And you're hiding crossed fingers type thing. That's what I saw when I saw that. Interesting. So they don't know what loyalty is. It's a very disloyal, very dishonorable individual. Who's this? This running and confinement stuff. Thank you. Sweetheart. Sweetheart. And prison at the bottom of the deck. Huh. I mean, this person could literally be running from the authorities. I wouldn't like to think that it's as dramatic as that, but I can't overlook it either, because you've got confinement there and you've got prison there. And yes, while I fully appreciate that they can be metaphors, sometimes they're not metaphors. This could literally be someone running from the authorities. They could owe, like, the government money. They definitely owe some kind of child support here. They're not doing themselves any favors, and in the meanwhile, they're like creating a whirlwind of disasters for everyone else around them, I'm getting the message here that if this person is in jail, then they're currently speaking to someone else. It's like a sweetheart pen pal type thing. That could be going on here as well. Or they could be messaging one of their sweethearts, one of their supplies, and saying how hard done to they are, in the hope that this supply is going to basically bail them out. I feel that that's what they're after, ultimately. They're after somebody bailing them out of trouble here. Hoping that the other person's going to be blind to it. They're going to be blind to what's going on. They're going to be naive to what's going on. It's a very manipulative person. Was this live and learn with shine? Thank you. That one's off balance. And that one's in the upright position. Friend with wedding, off balance. Live and learn. Wedding. That's a promise. It's a commitment. A wedding is normally a joyful time. And you got conversation at the bottom of the deck. So there's gossip here at someone's wedding. Someone ruined a wedding. Someone ruined your wedding through gossip. And it was somebody that you thought was a friend who did this. Someone who is jealous of the fact that you got married. One of your friends. So this is one of your friends, or somebody that you used to be a friend with. Jealous of the fact that you got married and tried to ruin the occasion, tried to ruin the day with some kind of gossip here. They tried to set people up against you right before you got married. So some people pulled out of going to your wedding because they're jealous of you. So you had to go on ahead with your wedding without a certain important people being there because of some kind of gossip that was spread by this person. That's how I'm reading this. Or if you're getting married, if you're about to get married, then this is what's likely going to happen. So it's like live and learn. You're going to have to basically move on from those people in your life who chose to believe in the gossip about you. Because if anybody's going to believe gossip about you, it's because they're wanting to believe the gossip and the lies. Not because they've had their arm twisted. If someone's going to believe in bullshit about you, it's because they want to believe in that bullshit. Because they want to believe the worst about you and not the best about you. That's why your live and learn has come out off balance, because Spirit's like, you're going to have to be prepared here to cut some people off and move on with your own life. It's like Spirit's revealing to you who your true friends are and who they are not. And they are not the ones who are wanting to believe in the worst of you. Especially not when it comes from scum like that. Because I'm sorry but to be harsh, but that modelly bankrupt person is scum. They are scum of the earth. They are a scumbag. And if anybody is going to believe their word over and above your character, then they can GTFO. And that's going to leave you in this energy of basically being able to surround yourself and spend more time with people who are for you, who are in alignment with you, those who didn't choose to believe in the gossip and the harshness that was being spread about you. However, it's not going to be easy because you're going to be grappling with feelings of loneliness every so often. But Spirit's saying that loneliness is going to be temporary. It's going to be temporary because you're making room for good people in your life. Okay? Making room for good people, yeah. House, merchant, journey. Somebody's going to have to sell their house here and go on a journey. Or if it's not selling a house, then it's sort of just relocating, finding a job in a new area, moving out of the area where this person either lives or where they frequent. Okay, soldier, so that's like being brave. It feels like it's going to war. It's a mental war. It's an emotional war. Or somebody could be in the military as well. Somebody could be in the military and they have to journey, they have to travel quite a lot, you know. Some people have to move house quite regular because they're in the military. You could be a military personnel, and then this could be like your partner who was lying to others about their marital status and living as if they were single when they weren't. Again, just take it as it resonates, okay, because there's so many different ways that I can read this. The room and the enemy. There's an enemy in your room. There's an enemy under your roof for some. Or this is somebody that you took in. This is a friend that you took in. This is a friend that you made space for in your own home. You fed them. You made sure that they were clean. You made sure that they were looked after. Enemy under your roof. Pleasure seekers. Yeah, that would explain the heavy drug taking. Pleasure seeking at your expense. That's this energy in a nutshell. Okay. So I'm just writing down the title there before I forget. Because obviously I do not clickbait my titles. The titles have all come from something that I actually did say during the reading, okay? So I was just writing down that title there quickly before I forget. Can we have a healing message for our collective, please? Yeah, of course it is. Moonset and releasing. Okay. So this one says, it is time to let go. Whatever you're asking about, offer it up to the divine and release it. Although you're constantly creating your own reality, there is something about your current situation that suggests what is done is done. You've played your part. Release. When you release an issue to the universe or to the divine, you allow space for whatever is for your own highest good to take its course. As much as you might think you know exactly what you want, drawing this card suggests that you need to allow the universe to show you your next best step. Make the word acceptance your key word for this moment. Dance with what is. Trust that the universe has an amazing plan for you, because it does. Sometimes we need to accept that situations have evolved, even if we're not quite ready for them to do so. When this card comes up, there is a sense that the emotional seasons are changing, so move on. Sometimes you just have to let go and let the god or goddess. It doesn't say anything else after that, so I think they mean, surrender it to your chosen god or goddess or whatever. Okay, it's just whatever you subscribe to. Surrender it to the universe. Additional meanings for this card: clinging on won't help you. Trust your higher self is taking care. The goddess is by your side. Tomorrow is another day, and declutter. Just as moonrise is all about when the moon appears above the horizon, moonset is about when the moon disappears below the horizon, concluding her appearance in our skies for another day. Yeah, so when the moon sets, the sun pops up, right? So yeah, this literally is the dawn of a new day, and for some, it's the dawn of a new era, which is not a bad thing given the context that we saw coming out of this read. Okay, so to finish off your reading, I'm going to pull from one of the naughty decks. If you're allergic to swearing or sarcasm, then you don't have to listen, okay? I just like to use these cards at the end of the read because laughter is a very high vibration, and, it just really uplifts the atmosphere at the end of a read, especially when the read's been heavy. It's like life is already a bit dreary. Let's make it a little bit better, okay? Right, so shit is the most valuable substance on earth. All of life comes from shit and returns to shit. So take that shit and use it for your own benefit. So you take the shit that this person has been flinging at you and you use it as a fertilizer. You use the crap that they have thrown at you to ensure that you grow bigger, stronger, taller, and more successful. Okay? Falling in love when you're lonely is very similar to shopping when hungry. So is that how you met this person? So cast your mind back when you met this person. Where were you? Like, where was your headspace at the time? How was your emotional health at the time? Did you meet them when you were lonely and when you just wanted to be loved by someone, by anyone? Did you meet them when you were at your lowest point? Because this card is suggesting that you might well have done. Okay, so it's similar to going shopping when you're hungry. You end up with a whole bunch of shit that you don't need. So make sure that you're fed so that you're not filling your soul with a bunch of shit. Okay, so you've got to fill your own cup. You've got to satisfy your own needs. Right? Fill your own cup. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I just genuinely hope that reading has been helpful to someone. If you think that you could benefit from a private reading, then I am currently taking bookings on my website, which is another hiccup, phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Don't forget to go check out all of the other readings that are available on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.